Alright, it is time for day 2 of our Azurelands 2.0. So, I don't know how much further I want to go down left tree. I'm going to be honest with you. We have, Predator, which, just to get down tree and also damage. Critical Ascension. Killer for the swap speed, crit, and stuff. Why does this not give plus to skill? What is that? It says 5. Wait, it's plus 0 from class mod. That's probably broken. So that's probably actually giving plus 1. But we have Boar, and then this is just accuracy and a little crit. This is projectile speed, which I don't really need. This is accuracy. This is damage on first shot. Sniper stuff here is good. Critical ascension or critical damage while ADS is pretty nice, I guess. And then focus is only for a single shot per deception. And I don't know how I feel about it. So just these four for right now. I want to move down middle tree now, get our reload speed, get death mark, get grim for some health regen, and then I want to get envenom. This is a corrosive damage nova that is dealt on melee. No, it's just dealt in deception randomly, and it triggers melee. So I'm wondering if it triggers Love Thumper, and if it does, can we get a Love Thumper in this mod still? Basically is what I want to find out today. And then run that with preparation, because just instantly reloading guns on action skill pop is nice. And then probably get follow through or rising shot or both, just because I'm not going all the way down left tree. And then get kunai, because of course we're getting kunai on this character. So yeah, that's the current thought process. Let's walk forward. Once again, just gonna go around admiring all the guns today a little bit. The skins look so nice. This is just shinier, but yeah, I really do like the skins of this mod a lot. They're so cool. And also, we got 2 snipers at the end of yesterday, and I still don't quite know what they do. I'm assuming Quick Bolt is just a fast, snappy sniper, because it does have that really fast reload speed and the fast fire rate. So I think that that's all it is. And then I think that this is just a high crit, high accuracy sniper. Beyond that, I don't know. Not really too sure. And we should absolutely be moving today as well. I think that we have a little bit of movement speed buff for playing Zero in general. And then we definitely have tons of movement speed from class mod and relic. And air control, which is really, really nice. The air control's just kind of a thing with the Azurelands. So I'm going to be just sprinting past a lot of stuff, moving nice and quick, hopefully just getting progress done because I really want to get to Love Thumper territory and stuff like that. And also appreciating all of these. Oh my goodness, look at, there's just so many class mods. You really will never be without gear if you don't want to be. It can probably be a bit much, that's just an overload of information to look at. But it's kind of nice to just have stuff, I guess. But yeah, it's a lot. I want to get a headshot on somebody just to see what this does. Not as much as I thought I would. Okay, what about Quick Bolt? Yeah, I mean, it's just... To be fair, it is the element is slag instead of being, a good element, probably. Maybe it's not a good idea to run 2 snipers. Maybe we run Quick Bolt and just run Pocket Rocket and the rocket launcher we have. Just use that one as vendor fodder. It's still so weird to be able to fire while invis too. I'm gonna have to get used to that a lot more. And it's very nice that enemies don't shoot at me while I'm trying to be invisible. Because I know that we dealt with that in a previous mod, and that just felt really bad, honestly. So this is a big step up. There's two. There's just... Okay. I need to stop being surprised. Yeah, we're gonna get world drops. We're gonna get many world drops. Ooh, that looks nice. We're gonna get many world drops today. And to be fair, from a fast-paced gaming, like, mindset, it is nice to be able to just get shiny objects and just go. But I do have also an appreciation for people who like to just farm things slowly. There's probably a mix of both. I'm sure that there are a couple items that are still really rare to get in this mod, alongside hybrids and stuff, so you still have your mix you could get. Bandit Loyalist. I think this kind of buffs the same stuff as the other ones. Because, yeah, these all, they're just kind of copy-paste of the same skills, more or less. Yeah. So, like, I guess that's convenient for consistency's sake. I don't know, I kind of would like some amount of uniqueness, but I don't know how easy or how hard that would be. So, it's fair. Oh yeah, Black Pearl. Consumes 2 ammo per shot, and also, well yeah, that's because it's ×2. But, high crit, drains ammo quickly. Very high crit though. And yeah, I have used this in the past. We used it on Warden, and I might use it on Warden again. Yeah, let's just sneak past everybody. Hello, Bad Maw. Goodbye, Bad Maw. You're worth a decent little bit of XP still. I might farm him a little bit before I move on. If we crash, it's literally just because of the amount of loot that bosses spew in this mod. Really. I saw him pop a Nova shield, so we know that they can spawn with at least shields. Maybe not legendaries, I don't know. But that is always a concern with these mods, so we'll have to see how that goes. Right. Did we get anything from 25? Yes, we did. 25 Bad Maws worth of kills. Netted us a Predator. This is a Deliverance, isn't it? Yeah, it's a slow Predator. Okay. And then Ramos. Grants high damage res. But reduces movement speed, high fire rate, and mag size, low reload. Okay. Yeah, it's just kind of... It's kind of just this. You just get a little more thick while you're holding it. It's something. Oh right, these guys are armor in this mod. Just like a unique property to like make some of these guys more unique. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Oh right, does this mod make robots faster? Are these recoil when... Wait, do these recoil when they shoot a little bit? No, okay. That one was just being weird. Huh. Oh, and this is good for Tediors. Increases reload speed based on the remaining ammo in a mag. The more ammo, the faster you reload. So, like, yeah, Tedior stuff. Interesting. And we can do it while invis, which is funny, too. Hello, sir. Right, they hit crits. Oh yeah, let me save quit before we start the wave fight. But right, they hit crits. Look at... Oh my goodness. The skins. Just the skins. That's it. That's the entire statement. Wait, hold on. turtle shields do reduce movement speed in this mod, instead of reducing max health. So what if I just had on, like, any old plain old shield instead? I am marginally faster. Actually, this feels a decent bit faster. Interesting. And even with the turtle shield on, I was still running faster. Ooh. Why are you... What? What does this do? It decreases max health, but, like, for why? Are you an absorb shield? Doesn't have an absorb percent on it. I'm gonna keep it on out of sheer curiosity. Hello, sir. Get reloaded on, nerd. And also Logan's gun. Never mind, it's a Fortuna. Just a Hyperion pistol with plus to all stats. Huh, that's kind of neat. Okay. Agnea. What are you? Oh, laser pistol. Cool. Sure, why not? Oh, right, and Wilhelm drops the grenade jumper. Oh no, this is perfect. Grandstand. That's a pretty big radius for a bonus or for a Merv nade. Okay. I was gonna farm for a grenade jumper, but I've kind of just realized that I'm just gonna sit here and farm it until I am satisfied, which means kind of just eating up a lot of our time. So let's just make it better instead. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, that's pretty good amount of knockback. That seems pretty good. Yep, that's even more knockback. I just had to jump first. Okay. That's cool. Sure, this is... balance. Alright. Let's keep playing the game, I guess. Well, now we just have even more movement speed. In the form of just grenade jumping, of course. But, like, we move really fast. We can not really jump too much higher yet, but there are relics for that, too. And we have grenade jump, so probably just skip digipeek and stuff. The absorb chance on this field seems to be pretty good. From how many times those guys just hit me and it absorbed. Obliteration. Melee damage, override cooldown rate, normal cooldown rate, and status effect chance. This feels like a Maya class mod, or Maya relic, but maybe something like that. But I kind of want to hold on to it anyway, just because I'm curious about it. Maybe for melee stuff, it'll still feel good for 0. Hello, worm. Goodbye, worm. Actually, goodbye. Okay. See you later. New Hope. 240% crit Jacob's assault rifle? Maybe we do a little bit of mobbing here. Is this just a good feeling Jacob's assault rifle? Kinda just feels like it, yeah. Huh. I kinda like it. I do also weirdly have a problem with just making slightly better versions of regular weapons. Because, like, for example, if you have, like, a purple weapon, maybe that should just feel good as a baseline, and then have other weapons above it feel even better. Also, I think that just did shield pierce, so maybe that's the effect. Maybe that's Jacob's parts? I know that Jacob's parts can cause crit, like, shield pierce in some mods. Probably this one. But yeah, I feel like just as a baseline, generic purple weapons should probably feel good as the generic baseline. And then have legendaries do more on top of that. But I do appreciate a good feeling gun, to be fair. Yeah. I mean, this is just a really nice crit monster. I can't forget, we actually have Invis, and it has the capacity to just be used. Don't have to just reserve it for funny moments. Although, the reflex is just super built up to only use it for funny moments, to be fair. Sanctuary is in the air. I'm gonna go to Mobley and Gettle. I don't really feel like we need to do Clan Wars. I barely even feel like we need to do Mobley and Gettle, to be fair, either, though. But just as a backup. Hey, sweet, what's up? Okay. Crossroad. Right, I do remember this thing. This thing is kind of nice. Yeah, it just this. And then he didn't drop anything. Do you still give XP Relic? I forgot that. No. Okay, that's fine. XP is coming in pretty good. So I'm not going to complain. And then also I'm going to poke Black Queen while we're here. Just to see if we can get a Nukem drop. It'd be kind of funny. No, but that's a lot of XP. Oh, we got a Wildfire. Okay. Also, it's a Pigeon Wildfire, which I think Pigeon makes it reduced ammo cost. Yeah, so instead of costing ×2, like the prefix, the double laser prefix would normally give it, the Pigeon reduces the cost by 1. So theoretically, if this spawned only Pigeon, it would have unlimited ammo. But, wait, does it auto-reload? Oh no, it has like a butcher effect, right. That's nice. Alright, cool, we'll keep that on. Right. Only problem with butcher effect on a Jacob's weapon is the fact that it can make it to where you can't reload. So maybe I want something like this instead? Because now I know when it's going to reload and that it will reload. And I do also like that little tiny part right on the barrel. Kind of, for some reason, makes me feel more BL1 with the revolver. Oh, right, the pinball. Just a nice high fire rate bouncy boy. It's kind of fun. It does a good amount of damage. Yeah, it seems it does a pretty good amount of damage. And with the fact that we do have Pearson stuff, like, this just ignores enemies and just bounces around a ton. And then also, yeah, we got a mace. Fires 3 explosive shots. Low accuracy. Huh? Oh, okay, I see the additional explosive damage. You know what? We're approaching, like, robot territory of the game. So, like, rolling this corrosive, probably not bad. That's neat. chubby. Everything we have just does so much damage right now, and I want to use all of it, but I don't have enough inventory slots. Oh, and the degreaser. Right. This is a high burn damage, swap speed, and stuff SMG. It's also insanely low accuracy, but it's snappy. What do you mean? Alright, maybe the rocket launcher comes off. Also, Pigeon Wildfire. Okay, it does just have the Butcher effect. Kind of thought it would reduce ammo consumption as well, but I guess it doesn't, like, necessarily say it. Oh well. Of course. Non-element version of that, and the RNEP. Corrosive, right. I remember this being corrosive. And yeah, it's just like a high damage ×3 corrosive Torg launcher. Maybe I squeeze out a little more XP from these guys, but I think I'm just good to move on. Right. They do also drop the Lucky Charm, which is dodge chance. Cool. And then also, yeah, back to the Wildfire real quick. The Pigeon did not cancel out the 2 ammo cost. It's just the fact that the Butcher effect procced and reduced the ammo cost by 1 that made it only shoot 1 ammo. I'm dumb. Don't worry about me. Mashing Wildfire. Is it worth it? Probably not. Is it funny though? Absolutely. And yeah, we should never be without money in this mod. If we're without money, it's just because I didn't pick up enough stuff. Because there's plenty to sell. Alright, I think we take our level 27 and leave. That seems pretty good. We're really close to getting Envenom, which also, I just remembered I have to go get Love Thumper as soon as we do. So, as soon as that is speccable, I'm specking it, and we're going to Love Thumper quest, and I'm hoping that it still gives Love Thumper. If it doesn't, I guess I'm just gonna cry. I don't know. We'll see. Although I don't really need Boar. Come to think of it, I could do a respec right now and just immediately get Love Thumper and then test it through Wildlife and Brick. Ooh, and Brick's a really good area for it. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna talk myself into it. We'll just put 1 point in it right now and 1 point into preparation for the instant reload on Invis. And then we'll just walk ourselves back towards Boar. How does this work? Okay, that's not as cool as I thought it would be. Okay. We'll have to see how we feel about that. I don't feel like that Nova, or that explosion was pretty big. And I kind of was expecting a Nova, and not just like a particle thing. Okay. Hold on. Corral everybody together. It was big enough to hit him. Big enough to hit him. Okay, so like, that's not actually that bad. And then if you got a Love Thumper into the mix, I don't know if it would proc on every single hit, but if it did, oh, that could be pretty funny for mobbing. Thank you, Skyrocket. Do you drop Love Thumper, please? The AMP. It's an amp shield that gives max health. Okay, that's not quite what I was hoping for. Edon. Deplete shields while held. High fire rate, status damage, and melee damage. Okay, so pokey melee stick. I don't see anything else. Please let it be on quest turn in still. Nope. That's a ×6 SMG. Hold on, what? Oh, right. There are like laser gun setups that exist now. I forgot about that. And also, yeah, they have their own view model, so it doesn't work with my view models, which actually helps identify it a little bit. Very weird, but there we go. I'm gonna refarm Henry 1 or 2 more times just to confirm my suspicion of no happiness, basically. Please. Say it ain't so. Okay, it might just be so. Well, that makes me sad. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is like 30 runs worth of man, and no Love Thumper. Okay. We accept our losses. It is what it is. The Love Thumper is now the civilian, or at least they use the parts for the Love Thumper as the civilian. And from what I remember, that was an amp shield, right? I think we need to go forward like 2 more quests to be able to get that unlocked. But we could run a basic melee shield, and we could run a pokey build for a little bit to see how that feels. So, like, kinda why not? Let's just try it for science. Okay, how does minus 100% gun damage work? Do I truly deal no damage with it? Hold on. I mean, it still deals damage. It still deals damage. It's a 50% weapon damage nerf at worst, probably. Alright, let's farm a shield. Alright, 507 melee or roid damage. Well, it's enough to bully these boys. Okay. Do I hear what? Beep boop Joe. Hold on. I can just spam execute. I can spam execute at people. Oh, buddy. Hold on, that's ridiculous. Maybe I do like my chances with raid bosses. Yeah, literally if an enemy is too tanky and your execute doesn't kill it, you can just retry. Keeps Mini Must Fall going way better. Also, Transformer with a different name, I think. Even without Invis, I'm one-shotting most dudes. To be fair, I'm level 27 and they're not, but my goodness. Sure. Alright, Bloodwing. Excuse me while I just kind of shoot you with my 50% weaker weapons. That it's kind of getting off-put by my deception, now that I think about it. Okay, that's not that bad. Oh right, you're corrosive, you don't care about that. Yeah, so this is what the Love Thumper turned into. Amp damage and amp shot drain on a really low recharge delay shield. So it's an amp shield. Still feels bad. But I guess we do have our pistol that does permanently keep shield down. But no Novas. Worth it. Give me that warloader. Thank you. Also, they made all of the bots bloody. I like the texture for Bloodshot. It makes sense because, like, they're going on a rampage in Bloodshot, but, like, these should be kind of fresh off the line robots. I don't know how I feel about the alternate skin here. Feels out of place. What? Can I just not multi-shot that at all? Okay, don't multi-shot the RNEP. You will just die. Oh well. Rick's got it. Do this to drop aggro. Bully. Yes. I don't think we run it over. What is this? Look at this. That looks so nice. God, these weapons just look good. Like, that's just... Oh. Oh. Just all of it. Also, yeah, we are now officially pre-bunker, but I think we are out of time for the day. Really good progress. Kind of just a lot of running. Poking feels real nice. The melee damage is real stupid. The fact that I can spam execute, I didn't even think about when I was looking at Deception. So that, paired with Mini Must Fall, is hilarious. You just turn invis, poke a dude to death until, like, he's actually gone. Doesn't even matter how much health he has. You just keep hitting him. You just keep spamming execute over and over and over until there's no enemy to execute anymore. But I probably will want to spec Boar for at least fighting bunker, which also means I could just get execute for right now. Maybe I just do, yeah, I'll just, before I forget, because I know that I'll forget by tomorrow probably, we'll just put points here, points here. Hey presto, we got execute. Just because yes. And then we're already right next to killing blow again, which, like, surely we won't really even need. But yeah, so we have Boar for bunker, we have melee for our general antics. I can't wait to melee that Super BA constructor. That's gonna be so silly. Just sitting behind it and just whack, whack, whack to death. Very productive day. Day 2.